Alright, welcome y'all to the Undernight in Birth bracket here at Akihabara Arcade. So, how are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm chilling. You know, I'm just here to have a good time today.
Oh, we're all here to have a good time.
Just getting just a teeny bit of last minute practice for Slashback next week too. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm very excited for that.
So.
But yeah, no, I like watching Uni. I'll say a lot about how I feel about playing Uni, but watching Uni is really cool. I like watching Uni. So
I really do like watching Uni. You can almost tell how what's going on in people's heads just as they're walking around.
Yeah, you can really, it gives you a chance to really dissect the mindset, right? Like some characters you want to skew more towards like an aggro mindset. Some you want to skew more towards a defensive mindset.
So it looks like the next match we have is a couple of heavy hitters actually.
Ooh,
Meta versus Data.
Oh, two favorites. We get to watch the battle of two titans right off the bat.
Yes, we do.
That is the content you like to see, Coda. That's the content you like to see right there. So we got what? Kuon and whoever Dez is playing.
Whoever
today.
Dez is playing. Last I saw him, he was playing Merkava.
So he's doing the Merkava today?
He might be working with Merkava today. If he switches to Gordo, again, totally expected.
To Gordo, he's played Seth recently. He's practiced Yuzu a fair bit.
Realistically, we don't know what he picks until it's too late.
Yeah. Nobody knows what Dez is gonna pick. Not even Dez.
He's got a good pool to work with.
Oh, Gordo? Looks like he's hovering Gordo. He's locking Gordo. I get this pick though because Kuon is really good at controlling all that space. So if you have another character that's also good at controlling that space, and Kidu?
No, it's button checks.
Ah, okay. I was like, damn, I didn't know. Meta had a Kidu. That'd be crazy.
I'd be terrified. Oh
no! We're actually
rolling out Kidu.
Hey, yo! I like watching.
So
I like watching.
I know Data has been trying out Ogre, but I did not know Meta was playing Enkidu now.
These are pretty standard Enkidu strengths so far, but Dez is gonna be able to escape. No pickup. There we go. Now gets the pickup. Gets the side switch. Into the side switch again, keeps the corner. Oh, the parry.
Counter. He's gonna eat it for that bad DP.
You are eating a boatload of damage too because of Havoc being there.
Okay, went there patiently, gets a DP out.
Good shield.
Good shield, gets grid.
Look at all that grid in the bank. And that's gonna earn it. That earns a meter interest later. And I don't think you're dead. I think you need one more touch.
Doesn't go for super. But it doesn't matter. Oh, it goes off.
Yeah, I think even if he did IW, I don't think it would have killed.
He's getting him out of the overhead though.
Yeah.
Waits it out.
Yeah. Meta's opting to go for a lot of slower, beefier hits on the pressure. We've even seen that a lot.
Hit.
But that's giving Dez a lot of gaps that he can Abare. So, I mean, just like that, he's chased Enkidu right back into the corner. Oh, that is not a good...
to concentrate in his space. Not going to work out for him.
That's either BM or a mistake. You might actually just die for that, is what I would say. Okay, now you're dead.
There's a counter hit.
Yeah, like, because counter hit stacks.
You can see that both these players are slowly getting used to it. They're getting warmed up in this match.
Yeah, getting used to their characters, because these are not characters that they normally play, like we've kind of been talking about, so...
Data missing the pickup. It's a counter hit. Isn't quite able to confirm. You can tell that Data's used to fighting in Kidu, but he's not quite as familiar with Ogre to be able to make use out of these moments.
Yeah, he's gonna be used to the general Enkidu stuff because he's used to the general Enkidu stuff because he fights JR. Look at him out. But with the Ogre specific aspects of the matchup, he's definitely still learning.
Meta is being very patient here.
And it pays off. That's counter hit, I'm pretty sure, so that's gonna stack with Havoc.
He's able to quite get the side switch.
Maybe. Here we go.
Getting the force function. Just a quick a quick projectile just from full screen. It's all he needs.
Oh, that's his force function?
That's his force function, yes.
And they really designed this guy as being like a bit more of a mid-range rounder type. Oh,
Ooh, that force function
I think
not
that
gonna
was
work out for him.
Yeah, that was definitely like close to corner routing.
Data's slowly trying to inch his way in.
Oh, but look at how much grid Meta is building with these shields. Look how much grid he has. He just has to keep it going until the grid cycle ends, gets the hit.
Meta taking cycle. Pushing in the corner. Good grab.
Oh, you
Good
pressed
counter
that.
hit.
Yeah,
Should be able to kill here.
because you do
Very nice, very nice.
so much damage with Havoc stacked on top of the counter hit multipliers.
Just going straight for it, super off the bat. Punishes the overhead.
Oh,
It's a
gets the
counter
hit.
hit, Data's
Just the
back
raw,
in.
same side mid. I don't know what Des was pressing there, but he was pressing something.
We have cycle, we've got meter.
Oh, that's it.
Command grab. Taking the game.
You're
Yeah.
holy
like one
moly,
a
Meta.
piece.
If he wasn't here before, he's here now, and he's it. Oh, this is winners finals.
It
Meta.
was meta. Yep.
1-1. Oh, that's the opening. No conversion, though. That's going to allow Meta to escape, but
Here we go,
does not keep
Data.
it safe.
Dez is getting a lot of these overheads. Good counter hit. Ken isn't quite able to pick off it and now has to play it very patiently to get another opening. CSs and DPs. Get the old reliable. Meta ending his turn with a counter, but is able to take it back.
Just opts to go into the corner and gets another hit. Catches Des not blocking, maybe trying to go for something, but
Aggressively.
needs one more
Data-
hit. But Des also needs one more hit, and he's gotten it.
Not quite able to pick up here, but the DP isn't going to work for him.
I think that's it.
I don't think so. I think it scales.
I thought
That ends it.
that's it. That's as animated as ever. Yeah, I thought for sure that would have taken it because of the damage multiplier stacking with Havoc.
If Meta had gone for the infinite, he could have gotten it.
It could just be a matter of just not knowing the completely optimal routing yet, but that was still really good routing from Meta. Ooh,
Getting the
quick
force
change
function.
shift. Quick change shift.
Burning the meter.
Oh, tries to shimmy Dez, but Dez not biting. He's going to punish Meta instead. Meta is going to keep pressing the advantage, however, has the pressure. Gets the opening.
Catches him. The counter.
Parry. And that's
That
it.
should end it.
It's 2-1 Meta. Meta's on set point here.
No, I think this
It's
is
finals.
this
It's
is
finals.
winter finals?
This is winners finals.
Nice. Okay.
So we are.
I'm blind and unfortunately cannot read. I however, can't see fighting games for some reason. Misses the throw, and Data jabs his way out. Gets the counter hit.
He's catching Meta pressing some buttons here and is able to just completely reverse the situation. Meta now in the corner in a position where he will have to fight out.
I am impressed that Data has decided to stick with Ogre despite the last two games.
This is always has not really been a guy to kind of switch characters between games. He usually sticks it. So that doesn't surprise me too much, but I definitely wouldn't have put it past him if he went for a character switch. But it's obviously paying off for him so far, as he's able to take that first round pretty convincingly, just keeping Meta in pressure. But
Meta's seeing through it.
Meta just has Dez in the corner here. This is not going to be an ideal situation here, and this will be big damage for Enkidu in the corner. Gets the throw.
Tries the backdash, gets hidden for it.
Oh my god, that's it. I think you're
that
dead. Yeah,
is
you're
it.
dead.
He doesn't burn the meter for it though.
Wants
The
to save-
command grab ends it.
Oh, goodness me. Maybe a mistake, but he rectified for it pretty quickly if it was. And it's just going to keep the momentum from that last round going as Dez has the pressure going, and now he's reversed the situation and is now in Dez's favor as Meta pressures him and gets the opening. Here he goes. Gets another hit on the mid. Now you're in the corner against Enkidu.
With the command throw?
I think you need one. You might need one more touch. Because I don't think that was counter hit. You do need one more touch. Meta is going to go for it.
Once, and the miss
Yep,
DP.
Yep.
Dez isn't even willing to go
He's
through
like,
with the victory screen.
He knows. He just knows. He's like, all right, he got me.
He felt that bad DP in his soul.
Oh, he definitely did. He definitely did. I would be lying if I said that I haven't had moments in this game where it's like, I DP'd and I know it's the end, and I'm just like,
like you don't even have to see the input come out. You don't even have to see the result. You already know it's bad.
You already see it in your mind. You're like, yeah, I've seen it now.
You just think, why did I do that? And it's just
story of my life right there.
But it was definitely cool. Good to see that meta definitely switched up from after that first game. Very quickly adapted. Very quickly understood exactly what Data's game plan was. I caught him mashing to get out quite a bit. Just using command throw to be able to grab him just in those very patient moments.
Those shimmies in that second or third game, man, where he just like shimmied him like 3 times in a row looking for that throw, but Dez didn't fight, which kind of shows how much of a like it's more of a player matchup these two than any kind of character matchup because these two have played each other so friggin' often.
You could tell that meta was very used to Dez being a very, very, very patient player. He will just sit there for minutes at a time, just waiting for his bait. And the second he gets it, he'll take it.
Oh, absolutely. He'll be patient for it, but once you give it an inch, he's taking a mile. And it's not even close.
All right, so it looks like the next game up is going to be Terracross versus Zhen.
Yeah, Terracross and losers got sent to losers early by Bitfish. Sorry. Johnny Fish Sticks.
Johnny Fish Sticks, Bitfish. However, his name is now. I'm not entirely sure. Has it been a month?
What?
Has it been a month since he changed it last? I can't remember.
I feel like it's been longer, but I could be wrong about that. I'd have to ask him.
I mean, well, I can find out. I can check bracket.
Yeah. So it has been longer than a month.
Yeah. Okay. So, did he remember though?
I don't know.
Yeah, you change it to Johnny Fish Sticks at Winner Showdown.
I'll ask him.
I'm sure he still regrets it though. That goes without saying.
But yeah, Terracross probably gonna lock in the Londrakia. Really reliable character pick for him. And we got Zhen, who's on the Linne. Stay very in your face. Just I got all this pressure, and it's all like you can't mash on that.
All right. Are we doing button checks? We are doing button checks.
We are doing button checks.
Always good to double check.
Yeah.
You never want to get caught with their pants down in the middle of a match.
Yeah, that's the worst. That happened to me earlier on because I always swapped C and D by accident.
Ah, yeah.
Because I always have D like on like this button, not the one closest to the directional input. So I would like screw it up.
All right, so we're ready to go.
Are locking in. I think for Terracross, this matchup is going to be all about space control, and Lon does space control really well because they essentially just gave him Storm, Hailstorm.
It's very much going to be a very strange zoning match. Terracross does not want to get in. Zhen wants to stay in as long as possible.
Absolutely, but I think the space control that Lon has gives him an advantage. Gets the throw.
This is a grid break.
This is pretty telling for the pace of the set so far. Oh, gets the opening. No, you need one more touch, I think.
If he burns meter, he could end it.
Not quite. We'll have to spend the chain shift though to get a little bit of a concentration boost because you never know when you might need that, but we'll get the low.
Like, he was definitely using the chain shift just to get the meter back. He already had the round. He just wanted to close it out with a good amount of meter to work with.
Gives you a good buffer going into the next set.
Exactly.
And we're just going right back to the same corner. I have a feeling we're going to be spending a good amount of time of this set in that corner here.
Strange feeling of deja vu.
Ain't it though?
Gets the punish.
Gets the flower set up. Oh, that's it. You spend here? Spend. Doesn't even need to.
Like, extremely strong first game.
It's just both rounds. I can analyze both rounds in the same way. right into the corner right away. Zhen is just not pressing any kind of advantage. We'll use that sort of roll to get out of the corner that time. The DP coming out. Terracross still controlling the space pretty heavily here, but Zhen does get the opening, and he will open up Terracross.
Zhen is very patient, but he's also very careful, very cautious. He doesn't like to press an advantage he knows he won't get.
Yeah, Zhen is a very, very intelligent player.
Good grab there.
Zhen is starting to adapt a little bit, and these combos are doing him good as well. He actually has the life lead now. The advantage is all in Zhen's ball court. We'll
Good
get the
creeping
roll.
edge. These are great shields. Oh, punches the creeping edge, but he isn't quite able to get the game off of it.
There's one hit on both sides, and Terracross gets it. Can Terracross get one on the board here? I think he can get a round on the board here. Honestly, if that last round was anything to go off of. Keeping the pressure going. We'll keep the pressure going with the fireball. Won't bite. We'll get hit by the overhead that time, and we are going into the same corner once again. Zhen wanted to prevent a good tech from Zhen, though. We'll get the throw instead. Just really doing a really good job of kind of outspacing. Ooh, that was
low.
That was a really good pickup off the chain shift. We'll position into the corner here. Just the roll won't hit.
Blocks the snowstorm. You can see Zhen actively adapting during the game.
Now it's one hit, and that's the hit. No, not quite. You still need one more hit. Terracross will get the DP out instead. Gets the DP, and that's it. I called it, dude. I saw Zhen playing that last round. He got a little unlucky at the end, but he rectified.
But can Zhen take the game?
I think he can. I think these two are going fairly even so far. This is tournament life for Zhen, though, so I think he knows what's on the line.
We're going to need more than even. We're going to need better.
We'll take the throw. But really good defense, but gets opened up by the overhead, and we are going right back into the corner once again. This is dire straits for Zhen. Gets thrown. Oh, good escape from Zhen. Will cross under, but it's thrown.
We are in a very bad position, but we do have full meter.
Oh, gets opened up overhead. No, that's not it.
It's not it.
Okay, now it's it.
Gets his creeping edge caught by the jab.
Really good showing from Zhen, though.
I felt like he just needed a little more time to understand what was going on. How do we do that?
Yeah, Lond is definitely one of those characters where you have to have like full grip of what exactly is happening in the match. If you don't understand one slight thing that Lond is going to be doing, it really kind of muddies your judgment, because if you don't know what's going on now, how do you know what's going to happen next? How do you know what's going to happen 2 interactions from now? And Zhen, you mentioned it really well. He's really, really good about not pressing advantage where he can't. He's a really intellectual player, but if an intellectual player doesn't know what's going on because there's so much going on, it's really, really hard to use that.
It's very tricky. Lene does have a reputation for being able to wiggle herself out of very dangerous situations, and there was just too much going on. He was not able to find those gaps.
Yeah. Those gaps are hard to find too, because especially with the throws, Terracross really only landed throws when there was a snowflake on the screen, because you have to deal with that, and you have to deal with the potential that Terracross could do one of like a few different things.
Yeah, Terracross is being an absolute menace with Lon, and I can't wait to see him come up in this next match.
Against Rena. So Rena moved to Colorado recently from Dallas. Was actually the TO for a lot of uni brackets down there.
Oh, nice.
And what's that? Quick drop roll.
Nice.
As I've been informed. And a former co-commentator of mine, we commentated Pokken tournament together at Combo Breaker 2023. So just a fun little tidbit there. But plays phone on. So this is going to be a very, very space-heavy matchup here. But Terracross so far not missing a beat, is just completely forcing Phonon into the corner here. Doesn't get
it's going to be not too much different for Terracross. He definitely wants to stay in against us, but he now has to find a way to basically get in against a character who just does not want to be there.
And even though Phonon is more of a spacing character, she does have some decent tools up close that she can use at her disposal, especially that grab, which just allows you to get everything you want set up. And here she goes.
There you go.
She's getting it started.
Okay. Gets cycle. Very nice throw tech.
That was a good DP by Terracross in response, though. Forces it into a situation, and the Snowstorm will catch Rina pressing.
That Snowstorm is going to be a menace. She's not going to want to be there. She's going to want to use the long-range moves to be able to stay out. And that Snowstorm will catch it.
It absolutely catches it. It's like I said earlier. It's like Storm's Hailstorm in Marvel vs. Capcom. It's just that with worse chip damage.
The missed throw. But a good DP.
Terracross kind of down, but he's not out. Catches the press with the Snowstorm. Gets the combo set up. And just like that, he swung the favor back into his advantage. But Rina is not going to hold back either. Gets the Snowstorm. Yeah,
that's doing a lot of work.
Dude, yeah, no, Snowstorm is just designed to be anti-zoning by design. Because it's just like, if you're going to press anything over there, okay, cool, I have room to breathe. Hold the Snowstorm.
So Rena's definitely playing in a very bad position. Not to mention that mid-range is still Terracross's domain.
DP will come out, gets the fireball to create some of that space. Terracross is just taking full control of the space. He's preventing Rina from using her tools to be able to zone out properly. And just like that, you're in the corner now with a
the flower. Doesn't quite get the cross up. We do veil off to get out of it.
Text the throw.
Oh, are we going for it?
Yep. Catch out the damage is slightly more even now. Terracross will get hit, but it's still pretty even. Gets that. That might just be it, and it will.
Terracross has not been dropping a lot of combos. He gets his hit and he goes in.
Terracross is so reliable with his execution, dude. It doesn't matter what game.
We say that as he drops his combo.
It'll happen. It happens to the best execution players. Yeah, you can't be too hard on him. But like, he's so reliable on his execution for the most part, and that is one of his biggest strengths as a player. So
being able to convert off even the smallest hits, just in the weirdest situation, is definitely a skill that.
Oh, jumps over.
Just misses. You can almost see Terracross just fishing for the counter hits.
No, he'll take the hits he can get. Oh, actually gets the conversion for a sec, but not able to pick up off it. This should be the round and the set, though. It will. Terracross saying something. They're going to have a discussion about metagame here, but what a showing from Terracross. He goes on to losers final to face Data.
Right. So
he lost round one. He lost round one to Bitfish Johnny Fish Sticks.
It looks like he has no intention of going down easy. Pulling his weight all the way to losers finals.
Yeah, you essentially just sent a piranha down to the minnow pool. Is essentially what happened.
It's terrifying to see him this far.
It's terrifying, but you'd love to see it from Terracross.
Oh, there he is. There's Dez.
Dez, he's back with a vengeance. Probably.
Both of these players definitely want to get in the grand finals.
Oh, absolutely.
They're gonna beef very hard to get into that.
Yeah, man, these are two of our top performers. Dez, a regular long-time performer. Terracross has been on the come up over the past year. He's been getting really good at a number of different games. So
Dez definitely wants to get that run back against meta. This goes without saying.
He absolutely wants to.
But Terracross is just. He feels like he's been denied his position at the winner's table, and he wants back in. He wants back on.
These players are both going to be hungry.
See, Dez going with Gordeau.
That's not terribly surprising. If there's one character who can do better at range than Lond, I would say Gordeau is up there because it's all massive disjointed hitboxes.
It's all going to be mid-range here. If we even touch neutral at all.
Gets the throw. Terracross so far keeping that momentum from the past two sets here. Does lose the advantage here, but does not get hit. Has the grid cycle one as well.
Data absolutely aware of his range. Yep. Lets him get away. You can see Des playing very patiently.
Oh, gets the hit. That's going to be out. That DP is going to come out. Des is slowly but surely being forced into a corner. This is not an ideal position for Godot to be in, and he
misses it.
You whiffed, and you're down on your meter, too.
He still has half a bar to work with, but it's not the best situation. Going straight for the Grim Reaper.
Oh, catches the press. Probably caught Terracross trying to punish that, but will not be to any avail. Gets the knockdown. Will force him in the corner. What a throw by Terracross, and that steals the corner.
Data not committing to a defensive option.
That's what Des does best. He's really good at sort of varying his defensive options. He's not going to go for one option every time. He's going to go for a wide range of different options. We'll spend all that change shift though, and now we have two characters with full meter.
He burns meter for it.
That's it.
Not quite. He just needs the one tag.
Oh, I don't know.
I'll take the trade.
We're going to a third round here. So far, so good. These players are just playing a really, really even set, but gets caught and counter hit is going to be Terracross.
Not even the Rekka. He was pressing buttons afterwards.
And just like that, you're in the corner here, but Terracross is going to mash out. Really good mash from Terracross. Is able to keep the advantage a little bit longer, is able to create a little bit more space for himself.
Data working just outside the range. Do we put Terracross in the corner?
Yes.
Oh, but he catches the throw.
This is
we are playing a distinct amount of neutral here. I can't tell who has advantage.
It's fairly even, but Terracross gets hit. Not quite going to be enough.
With no change if he's not able to convert off of it. He really has to get Data.
What a pickup.
Terracross in a great position, setting up Snowflake.
Oh, what a comeback from Terracross. Bringing it back from the jaws of defeat and just having two perfect setup interactions. And that'll allow him to take game one. And it's just going to start it a little bit slower this game. But we'll get caught by Des on the cross-up attempt. This will be a knockdown. No, not quite. Drops it. And just like that, now Des is being shoved into the corner slowly but surely.
Des not punishing, but he is. There's a counter hit. Misses the DP. And he eats a full combo for it.
Still need one more hit. Will create space. Gets that hit. This should be it if you don't drop this, and Des will not. So he's going to take that first round in convincing fashion.
I was about to say Des does not commit to too many high-risk moves, but he picks his moments.
Yeah, Des really good at picking his battles. He knows when something's going to work, when something might be a little bit riskier. He's willing to gamble sometimes too, but
counter hit. But the deep second part of the DP.
It's not gonna be a huge loss for Des though, as he is able to keep Terracross in that corner once again. Good shields from Terracross though. That's gonna allow him to build a good amount of grid. That means he should win the grid cycle.
Mortal slide.
He will.
Terracross getting a lot of mileage out of this DP.
Terracross gonna begin the process of clawing back. Will send Des all the way to the corner. Flower will be set up. Gets the throw. No, Des is gonna delay tech.
Des could be half blind and he can still tech these throws.
And just like that, Terracross has once again reversed it, but Des getting the hit. That's not quite going to kill. These players are both one-touch. No. Terracross gets it. Wow.
Terracross pushing for that game.
He's so clutch right now. He wants game two, and he is showing why he deserves it. Gets the flower set up. Does not get the throw, though. Des really good with those throw techs, as always. On point.
Terracross is being very aggressive here.
He knows he can get away with it.
He can get away with it, but Data is still playing defense, and this is still under knight. The longer you play on defense, the more things will shift in your favor. Very nice command grab. Gets the cycle. We have Data with full meter and chain shift.
Dez is turning it around now. Will not spend the meter
It doesn't
quite
take a
yet.
lot.
Gets the command
Burns
throw
his
into the
chain
chain shift. That's it.
If he does, he burns the meter forward, taking the game.
On the max spacing. Just on the backswing. Really, these two players are both showing how clutch they are here. They both want it. They both want it bad. You can tell. But I think Terracross wants it more. He's playing really, really lights out on this pressure here.
Catches with the low on the Rekka.
Just extremely solid pressure. Just trying to open
Dez is waiting. He's waiting his turn. Takes a throw.
Look how much grid he's built though from these shields.
There's so much of it.
He's gonna win the. Dez is gonna win the grid cycle here. This is gonna put him in a really, really good position here as we go back to neutral. Gets the counter hit.
He tries to Grim Reaper through it.
It's not quite gonna work, but Terracross is gonna drop it. We'll get the counter hit though. In the meantime, I think you still need one touch though.
Set up flower.
We'll delay.
Again, Dez is just not taking those throws ever.
Oh, gets the
pickup.
pickup. Wow.
But he's being careful. He's being careful. He knew Terracross had DP and chain shift to work with.
Dude.
Play just outside of DP's range. Doesn't have to respect it at all.
Yeah, why respect it if it's not even at risk of hitting you? You know?
Terracross putting Dez in the corner. Do we set up flower? Yes,
He
we
will.
do. Doesn't go for throw this time. He's seen it broken too many times.
Yeah, good. That's good adaptation, but that is actually going to be the Dez's advantage because Terracross's options
Uses smart
are
tier right to
fairly
put in the
limited.
corner. Chain shifts for the shield. Dez using small button to get out. Nice Grim Reaper. Baits the throw. We get full combo off this. Not quite pushing in the corner, but definitely in a good position.
Dez is about to win the grid cycle here, but it's not going to matter. He's going to go up 2-1.
Dez is one game away from getting into grand finals and getting his run back against meta.
Dez wants it. He wants to best meta. Meta has bested him for too long, and Dez wants the chance to show that today is his day. But Terracross is not gonna fight. He's not gonna let him have it easy. He's gonna take everything he can from Dez.
You can tell that the game is almost slowed down. Data's more willing to utilize invincible moves, larger moves, and Terracross is finding out that small isn't really working for him.
Yeah, Terracross has to go big here, being down, but Dez going big because he knows he can get away with it. Gets the hit.
It jabs through the backdash.
That's barely barely not gonna kill.
We're not done.
Terracross still has a chance, but grid broken. That's big.
Broken.
That's such a big grid break for Terracross, and this is gonna allow him to get right back into it. We'll get the flower set up. Playing it extremely effectively. Good defense from Dez.
He still has to open up
himself
Data.
in. We'll get the DP. It's even Steven on both sides here in the first round. No, that's gonna miss.
He iframes through it, but in the wrong direction. Terracross taking the rounds. Oh god, it's got me stressed.
This is gonna try and get in with the shoulder tackle. It's not quite gonna work here. Terracross had the advantage for a bit, but Dez takes
more than
his
happy
turn.
to jab his way out and punish.
Good backdash by Terracross. He's going to be in the corner, though, and this is going to be a decent amount of damage for Dez here, who also wants this really, really bad.
We have a lot of grid to work with.
DP will come out from Terracross here. Terracross is going to fight his way out. He's going to claw his way slowly but surely back, but we'll get caught.
Dez burned all of his grip for that change within the meter.
But it's not going to matter. Terracross slipped up, and just like that, that's his on-set point here. He's really, really close to sending Terracross home here, but so far, so good. Terracross is going to keep the advantage in the corner here. Dez willing to play that patient neutral. DP will catch the move. That's going to be a pickup.
Putting him in the corner.
Good change shift DP.
Wants to be careful on that. Doesn't want to whip it.
Oh, this is going to be big damage for Terracross here. Gets Dez in the corner here. The op's not to go for.
If he can get one good opener,
That's going to be a easier set. That's going to be easier set than done, but gets
I
it!
was say, as he gets it, goes into infinite.
Oh my god, Terracross is not going to make it easy for Dez. We're going to Game 5 in one of the more back-and-forth sets that we've seen in this bracket so far. These two are putting on clutch performance after clutch performance.
They are punching each other so hard. They are absolutely swinging.
This is loser's bracket. No more seen loser's bracket, and both these players are showing it with how close they're willing
I have
to be.
to remember this is loser's bracket. It feels like they're fighting for grands.
Terracross is going to play the advantage here, but the advantage is actually slightly more even, but we'll get the hit into the chain shift. That's not quite going to combo, but Dez caught pressing.
Data's getting very impatient.
Dez knows he can't fess up here.
I think the gravity of it is starting to get to him.
I can definitely see that. Dez a very emotional player at times, but Terracross much closer to a machine. What a throw by Dez! And he's going to get a full pickup off this too in the corner here. This is going to allow Dez to somewhat turn the tide here, but gets thrown. You just need one more touch if you're Terracross, but Dez gets a big hit of his own and wins the grid cycle. This could be a huge shift in momentum. But the DP, Terracross 1 game away from clawing all the way from losing round 1 to going into grands. But Dez not going to make it easy for him. Dez going to keep the pressure going here. The DP, good DP from Terracross.
Dez has switched his stance. He's going from patient to aggressive.
You know, both these players know what's on the line, and they're adjusting themselves accordingly. Terracross just has to play smart. Dez has to play aggressive here.
Doesn't get the command grab, gets thrown for it.
All but
switches sides and gets the low.
You still need one more touch if you're Dez here. And gets it!
Gets it.
Oh, but it's not going to hit, but it's all right.
But the low is going to take it. We are down to final rounds.
This is for all... If that was for all the...
This is for all the marbles.
This is for every single marble in this building.
All the marbles.
All of them. Oh, the trade is going to be in Terracross's favor.
Sets up flower. Again, Dez unfazed.
Opting to go for pressure instead. Oh, the good DP snipes the gap in the force function. Oh, but catches a pressure from Terracross instead. It's going to be a trade. No one is going to win that one. We're going to go back to neutral. Terracross on the pressure now. The chain shift, not going to amount to much. He's going to get crossed up in the meantime. Shimmies!
The throw! Terracross
gets the hit!
The overhead!
This could be it!
He doesn't have the meter for it.
He's chain shift though. No!
And
okay, but that's going to match.
Terracross moving into grand finals.
Oh my god!
That was a very, very, very emotional losers finals.
You got two players. Terracross doesn't show it, but you got two players who wear their heart on their sleeve, man.
Terracross is still reeling for that entire match.
Dude, what a freaking set by both players. I feel like if it was up to me, neither of them lost that set. That was amazing.
We can have a 1v1v1 in grand finals. I'll be fine.
Yeah. No, you just counter pick it out. You know, Terracross struggling a little bit. You just pop in Dez, have him deal with the Enkidu a little bit.
You could split the prize. It'll be fine.
No, but that's a really, really good set by both players. You could see the adaptation. You kind of mentioned it too. There were a lot of points in that set where they were kind of switching between playing aggressive and playing passive. And these are two characters where you can do that extremely effectively because Lond has really good zoning tools with those fireballs.
What's Mike? All right, what I got to say?
What's the word?
Man, what a throw! God damn it. Okay, he played good. Let me squeeze in.
Squeeze in.
Okay, my only issue, number one, how did he DP in the middle of his recovery frames? That's why I lost the round, because he's like this, like in his 3C. I'm like, Grim Reaper, this 9-frame button.
I don't.
Finish your combos, Terracross. I'm so sick of you dropping and then like, oh, you're in a laggy move. No, I'm not. I debated going Merkava, but Merkava is Gap City, so. Well, I have to play so much around DP. Like, it's. Well, and then I got my super eaten because I tried to do Tiger Knee 236, which is like the jumping
That like half. Like,
yeah,
half
it
moon
gives him a
slash,
full
yeah.
combo, but I didn't get me the jump, so I did a 2-3-6, lost my meter, and then he comboed me, and then dropped the fucking combo, and then.
It's okay. It happens.
He did good.
That
He
was
deserves it.
that was a really hype set. That was sick.
Yeah. And this is from losers round 1. He got the power up from that.
Yeah,
shit.
no, dude. He did what I did like a couple months ago in Skullgirls, where I lost round 1 and then cleaned out the losers bracket.
Yeah. But
Like straight up.
I'm ass.
That set was fucking crazy. That looked like it was grand finals.
You think it was?
I just don't like that he's DPing mid fucking recovery animation. Like, and I'm doing Grim Reaper. I'm doing my half screen 9-frame button to make it guaranteed. And and he doesn't finish his combos. And I'm like, damn, I could probably punish.
That's just nah, dude. That's
But those
just
are just
Lond.
little things. He played well.
That's just Lond, dude.
Yeah.
C'est la vie.
That character's silly, man.
Oh yeah,
Take away the 1-button DP, please. That's all I ask. That's all I ask.
dude. Lond is just a persona. It's just a P4 character, dude.
I
It's
know.
like straight up.
But that's all I got to say. Good stuff to him. I'm ass.
No,
Trash today.
Dez, you're god. Dez, come back here. Come back here. You're godlike, Dez. Don't forget that. Dez is the only person I know to be godlike, and yeah, I played bad.
He will
Fucking
play,
Dez.
I think, some of the best fighting games you've ever seen. And he'll say like, "No, that was not
Nah,
great."
that was nothing.
He will downplay constantly.
Stop downplaying yourself, Dez. You're godlike. Don't let anybody. I need everybody to go to Dez's Twitter and just be like, "You're godlike."
I better see him actually put his name down on one of these brackets,
Oh yeah.
because he never does it. He never puts it anywhere on top 8.
We gotta force him to.
Grab his phone. I'll do it while he's putting. I'll do it while he's
Pretty much
putting
the
it
only
in.
way. Pretty much the only way.
All right, here comes Meta.
This is gonna be a heavyweight battle. I wonder. The Enkidu seems to be doing pretty well for Meta, so I feel like we're gonna probably see that to start.
I
But
feel.
if he smells
I
blood,
don't see that. I feel he just goes straight for Kuan.
well, here's the thing too. Meta has a buffer. If he loses this first set, he still has the reset. So I wonder if he's gonna go Enkidu for the first set, and if Terracross wins, he's just gonna go Kuan for the reset.
He might. But
I
I
feel
don't
like-
know. Is he the type of player to switch off characters?
He's done that. He's done that between grand sets before. I've seen it.
Okay.
He's done it before.
Though there's also a chance he just pulls out a Katsuki.
Oh, he could. He could pull out a Kotsky. Personally, I feel like it's gonna be Enkidu. I feel like it's gonna be Enkidu first, and then if he loses the first set or he smells blood in the water, that's when I see the Kuan maybe coming out.
So it's all going to be very dependent on how it is. Like I said, there's
Oh
the
my
Akatsuki.
God.
I knew it.
Man of the people right here.
I could feel it.
You knew it in your heart.
Yeah.
You knew it in your heart.
I don't think I've always seen Meta in some way, shape, or form just play Akatsuki.
I've seen him do it twice, and in both times it was in the first set of grands.
No, he always does it. He always goes Akatsuki at one point.
He's gotta. It's almost like a superstition to him at this point. I'll ask him about that. But anyways, we're just gonna get right under Ray here. Oh boy. And just like that, you're going right into Ray. Meta is gonna do his best Terracross compression and drop that combo in suspect manner, and that's gonna allow Terracross to get in and force Meta into the corner here. But Meta will force his way out and actually face the throw. This is gonna be a good amount of damage, is what I would say if you don't drop the combo and immediately pick it up. We'll just call that an American reset.
It's fine.
Force the block. Good throw.
It's fine. Akatsuki's got that protagonist energy, you know?
He really does have the
very basic hit, but it allows.
Oh, the
there's
grid break,
the
that's
grid break.
big! That's huge! That'll allow Terracross to shift the momentum back in his favor.
It sets up flower. As I was saying before I got interrupted by that insane moment.
Oh,
So Akatsuki being a more basic character allows the player utilizing him to really focus more on what the opponent is doing.
Oh, absolutely. It means the inputs are very straightforward. He's a Shoto.
He's a Shoto.
He's as much of a Shoto as a Shoto can be in this
They're like
game.
strong basic tools that get use out of everything. And Meta has so much grid. What is going on?
Yeah. We'll get the flower set up. Oh, it's gonna
Chain
get.
shift. We're gonna stagger our way in.
Terracross, good backdash by Terracross, and the Rekka will allow some corner carry here. We're putting Meta going right back where he started from. The love is not good. Gets thrown and grid broken. You need one more touch. But Meta is going to be like, you're going to have to work for that touch. Oh, but the DP needs one more touch still. And the Storm will do it. Terracross is going to take game 1. That whole set, both games, was just Terracross going, they had me in the first half, I'm not going to lie. But Meta's going to start strong once again. Where have we seen that before? What are you going to do, Terracross? You're going to mash. You're going to find a perfect place to press, and we're going right towards the corner. And it's just going to allow you to create space. Good
This is a lot of shield.
Yeah, but does miss it. Does not get grid broken for it. Wow, these throws from Terracross are on point right now. DP. Oh, the Storm. DP again. Meta is pressing some buttons. We'll get that. That will be a good amount of damage is what I would say. Meta still one touch. We'll get the hit though.
Very good, J6C.
You're still one touch if you're Terracross though. It's slightly more even.
But he gets thrown.
Terracross is just reversal. It's just throwing Meta out of block stun. A lot. His pressure is just not as airtight as you would maybe want it.
Terracross is just not respecting any of his pressure.
It's worked for him so far. Why would he respect it if he knows he doesn't have to? DP will come out. Protects the throw. That's gonna be a good amount of damage, but side swaps.
But he gets the shield. Or parry.
The reflector, yeah, the parry. This is gonna be a good amount of damage. Drops the combo, gets the throw on the flower Oki. Oh, backdash.
Throws the backdash.
Oh, the shimmy!
Finishes
Meta
the combo,
finally getting one on
around.
the board. Holy moly. That was a really, really good shimmy. He knew exactly what Terracross wanted, but he's going to immediately get grid
early on.
Meta, you are being reckless with these shields, my dude.
Being reckless at the EX as well, getting punished for it.
Oh, that's a red beat.
In.
But you just took a lot more damage than you definitely had to. There gets grid broken, thrown again. Terracross is just sniping shield. He read these shields on the news this morning. Good throw tech from Meta that time. Oh, gets the hailstorm, and that'll freeze him, and that'll do it. Terracross is going to take game 2. Meta, if you want my opinion, this is one where you smell blood in the water, but he's got a smile on his face. There he goes. Kuwan?
Yeah, there it is.
Yep. I was like, all right, if I'm Meta here, I smell blood in the water.
He could have swapped early on after game 1. Game 2, you get game 2 a little bit more of a showing with the Katsuki, but yes, Kuwan was inevitable.
I think Meta's like, okay, I got a buffer. I'll give it 2 games. If I'm not liking how it's feeling,
the stagger pressure is no longer working. We are just going to completely overwhelm him.
That's really what you got to do. But even that's not going to face Terracross here. He's just going to take Meta for a drive. Catches the press.
Gets the counter hit. Very nice.
This is going to be a good amount of damage. And Meta Terracross, takes the health lead. Breaks the throw, breaks the flower Oki, will get the combo.
Meta
drops it though.
Dropping the side switch.
Oh, snipes the DP.
A good reason why he switched to Kuwan. Kuwan doesn't have to deal with the DP. Just the onion rings are enough to keep him within a advantageous state.
Terracross was just not patient enough. He was ready for it. He was ready for something that time though. And we are going to be, oh no, just going to set up flower Oki. Tries to cross up. Doesn't snipe the shield that time.
Gets a low.
Meta does control the grid cycle for now though, but I don't see that being the case for very much longer here as Terracross has it going here, but gets the hit.
A very clean teleport from Meta.
We'll spend the chain shift. This will give Terracross an advantage in the grid cycle, but it's not going to matter if you're getting hit. This is going to be a good amount of damage. It's not going to kill, but it will be a really, really big amount of damage. Throws! It was slightly too far back.
Gets hit for the overhead.
Oh my god.
But it's not. He doesn't able to convert off of it.
Flash kick.
He's out.
Catches the backdash. Oh my god.
Terracross almost about to reset the bracket.
He's one round away from resetting the bracket here. If he loses this set, who cares? You got a 2-game buffer.
Terracross blocking a very nice crossover.
Yeah, Terras is just playing really, he's playing reliably again. He's got meta near the corner. He's got meta in the corner, actually. And it's just going to keep this pressure up. Catches meta trying to wiggle out. This is going to be a good amount of damage here. You're still 1, maybe 2 touch. Sets up the Flower Oki. Meta will take the throw. Meta will take another throw. But Terracross gets the hit. This might actually be it.
I don't think he has the damage for it.
Meta
has to take the entire round without going through a single bad interaction.
But DP,
the DP
Terracross
is always there.
Sets the bracket 3-0, including a really convincing showing against that Kuan.
That was a really strong game 3.
That was a really strong.
And if he takes that going into the reset, we may have a very, very tough 5 games ahead of us. Like flash kicks doesn't deal with the ice.
We'll get the throw. Terracross not in an ideal position here, but will fight his way out. Is gonna take meta for a ride to the corner here. One-way ticket. Gotta make his way back.
It's broken.
Wait, gets grid broken, but
flash kick is blocked.
Wait, what? I'm so confused. It said meta got grid broken, but it's not showing that he got grid broken.
He was grid broken.
Ah. Yeah, that was just an interesting interaction here, but Meta's gonna... He's bouncing back quick here. He's keeping it going. Lifts the base throw.
Very good. That's like spring.
Really good defense from Terracross, and that's gonna allow him to take meta all the way out.
Going into super.
He's gonna cash out. Get some damage on the board. He's trying to make it a little bit more even here. Oh, good spacing.
All the meta's teleport.
Hello.
Nails the low. Do we close out round here? Yes, we do.
These two are putting on a heck of a show for us so far, but Meta has finally turned it on a little bit. But Terracross wanting to make it a fight to remember, and so far he's doing that. Has Meta in the corner. Meta will take the throw. That will invalidate the Flower Oki, but catches the ball. Off to drop it in exchange for going for a little bit of concentration here. Flash kick will be chain shifted. Meta is reversing the situation here. Smart Steer Ender to finish it. Good DP from Terracross though. This is still fairly close here. Oh, gets the hit on the Snowstorm. That'll freeze. That's not gonna be enough. It's gonna delay his option that time. Good throw tech from Terracross. That'll allow Meta to stay in the corner. Flash kick into chain shift. That's it.
If he burns the meter forward, this kills.
No reason not to.
There it is.
No reason not to spend the meter there.
I think Terracross and Meta both understanding just the stance.
You gotta, dude. You gotta. So Meta's gonna take game 1. It's typical Meta, right? He loses the first set, and then he's like, and now he will try.
And now back to our regular schedule.
Back to your regularly scheduled Meta dominating Colorado Uni if he even decides to show up. Because sometimes he will just reg and then be like, oh yeah, I actually can't make it.
Sometimes you don't feel like it.
Sometimes you go home between brackets to lab.
You have a very good combo with Meta. Terracross trying to DP his way out.
Terracross is doing a really good job picking his battle here. Gets it.
He's not falling for the flight mode.
But you're still gonna get hit. You're still one touch. Throw tech. This is still not an ideal situation. Good DP from Terracross is gonna allow him to fight his way out.
It doesn't take a lot. It's just one hit.
That's it. That's the hit you're looking for.
Meta just not wanting to deal with the Rekka. Teleporting.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, if I don't have to deal with the Rekka, why would I deal with the Rekka? I can just fly over it. Who cares? I know Lon cares, but, like, who else cares? Like, let's be real.
Very nice flash kick.
I've been talking about how Terracross has been really picking his battles with DP. So is Meta.
If we go Smart Spear into Super, Does it scale hard enough, though?
I don't think it does.
Yes, it does. It scales.
Good tech. Terracross still in it.
Terracross on death's door, no less.
Well, we've seen this from him before. He's been very, very clutch.
You can tell that Terracross is being very careful, but he just was not far enough. Meta up 2 games. 1 more to take the tournament.
Yeah. Terracross, take a deep breath, bud. Take a deep breath. You're all right. You've made it this far, bud. Give us a show. And that's exactly what he's going to do so far. He's going to bring Meta right into the corner one way. Good roll from Meta, but Terracross is going to be able to enforce his action and reset into the corner here. Shoves him even further in. The Wreck-It will catch low, and this will be a good amount of damage to Meta. You still need 1, maybe 2 touch. You get grid broken, though.
Meta trying to find a way out.
Can't. That's a ghetto perfect if I've ever seen one.
Meta feeling almost insulted by that last round. Opens this one with a very strong...
He's like, I see you starting your set strong is what I would say. But was that a throw that he whiffed?
Yes, he actually did it with that throw.
Interesting. I didn't think it would whiff at that range.
Getting the frozen.
Yeah, and just like that, you're like almost back in the corner again.
Oh,
but gets crossed up.
the DP.
Got behind him. Just in the right place at the right time to punish that in that way.
Nice if you now, we don't.
It's just completely alley-ooping him. Sets that up.
Gets
Catches the low.
Meta on tournament point.
Is he Meta? Or does Terracross have what it takes to be the underdog here today? So far, so good. He's going to force Meta back into a position in the corner here. Actually, off to drop it early, goes for Flower, but does not keep it airtight, so that's going to allow Meta to mash out.
Get the smart here for a good ending. Gets a throw. Do we step another ring?
Just like that, it's even again. We'll trade, but Terracross will take advantage of the scramble situation here. The DP will
with
win.
a bad DP.
Look at all that meter, but it drops.
Smart steer ender.
Good dash block.
It's not enough. He needs to
Holds
find
it.
an opening.
Good
He's
block.
trying to find an opening. Somewhere,
Terracross
anywhere.
Terracross is not giving him one. Good DP from Terracross. He's going to fight his way out. Terracross has the change shift cycle.
No, he
but
missed DP. Meta taking the Underdog in Birth tournament.
Holy moly, man.
Terracross was doing absolutely incredibly, trying to keep Meta off of him. Doing a great job keeping him in the corner, but Meta just too good at finding those points.
For Meta, it was a matter of a lot of good decision making. He was like intentionally like doing these things where he's like, yeah, I'm here, but actually I'm over here, out of the effective range of all of your close range tools, your DP, your mash buttons, all of it. I've shimmied all of it, including your throws that you hit me with all of last set. I almost wonder if maybe Terracross showed a little too much of his hand in that first set.
It's real. Also, something I was really impressed by. Terracross did not take any of those flight mix-ups.
Oh no, he was ready for it.
He was waiting. He waited out all of them. I'm impressed that he was able to block all
Melissa
of those.
made a comment at an earlier point in the set where it was like, this is the Tri-Calamity Classic, because it is. Meta comes out fairly often. I say fairly often. He usually comes out like once a month when he's able to, because he's busy with school.
Meta comes out when Meta feels like it.
Yeah, Meta comes out when Meta feels like it. Otherwise, he gets the sleepy man in the graphic. And then Terracross, Terracross is at almost every Tri-Calamity, so... Yeah, good luck to both players, honestly. Like, Terracross mucked and grinded his way through that loser's bracket, and nobody was able to stop him. It took the man sitting at the very top to kick him off the mountain.
Honestly, sometimes that's just how it is. You gotta fight your way through. Gotta fight your way all through losers. But that was an incredible losers bracket run. I love seeing all of that.
That final set was one of the most amazing sets I've ever had the pleasure of commentating. Yeah, we're gonna go on break. I don't know what game we have on next, but I think you guys will enjoy it nonetheless. Stay tuned.